Hey everyone, it's Amy. This is my month 38 post-op update from gastric bypass surgery. So I've had some non-scale victories and I've had a couple of setbacks. So let's go with the victories because those are better for me. I like those anyways. I did get in a pair of size 5 hip hugger jeans, and what's kind of funny is like I kept pulling them up because I felt like they were falling down because when you're bigger, at least for when I'm bigger, I wear my jeans up higher, so they would cover more. So it was kind of weird wearing them, but it was really cool that I got into them, so I like that a lot. My daughter and I now are in the exact same size clothes, and she thinks it's really weird. I'm like, hey, you borrow my clothes, I get to borrow yours. She's not a fan for that, so it's kind of funny. Cheer practice has started up, and I have been doing everything with cheer. The only thing I'm not doing is, this stunting and so forth because it doesn't make sense for me to do it when I'm not going to actually do it. But I do the stretches, the warm-ups. I was told that I run a Nike boot camp with my cheer. I make us do like plank, and there's so much core work that we're doing, but we need it, or they need it when they're jumping and so forth. So it's kind of funny though, but I am doing things with them and staying up, and so it's pretty good. But with the same instance, so my setbacks, I've gained between 5 to 8 pounds depending on the day. And yeah, it shouldn't. Oh, that's my live, laugh, love. Isn't it cool? That's my saying. Like if you ever text me, you'll see it at the bottom, and I like that. So that's kind of my thing. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I know it's not a huge number, but it just freaks me out that the littlest things, that if I just do not stay on track, the weight comes back. And if I don't stay diligent, I'm going to be back to well, probably not where I was, but, I'm already unhappy with just the way I look as it is because of the skin. And like I've showed you guys the skin before, and the more weight that I lose, of course, the more skin I have. I probably will do another skin update one day. Because there is kind of more skin happening, and it's really gross, and yeah. And so anyways, it's really hard. And I have people say, oh, don't you have a 5 pound fluctuation? And it's true, you do. But the thing is like I don't have that girly issue anymore of time of the month, so I can't say it's, oh, I'm water weight, I'm PMS and whatever. I don't have that issue. So for me, it is really gaining the weight. And some of it could be water, because some days I do slack on my water intake. But I do know that I have also not been always eating the best. I will admit I have not been getting my protein in. I was eating a ton of carbs, and I was feeling like crap. So I'm really trying to decarb myself again, and it's just so scary how fast those carbs will just do you in, and how addicting they are. Oh. Anyways, so yeah, there's my falter. It is a constant struggle. Anybody says this is the easy way out, seriously has no clue. Yeah, the surgery is great. The tool is great. I absolutely love my tool. And I did the other night. My boyfriend took me out. Oh, yeah, I do have a boyfriend now again. Well, not really. He's kind of like Anyways, yeah, I have a boyfriend, and it's really, really cool, and he's really sweet to me. But we went out and we ate, and then he wanted to like do dessert or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. And I know better. I do. And we went to what was it? Cold Stone, where they make the ice cream that you want and everything. And I got it was a mint, and it had brownie and fudge or something. And y'all know what I'm saying right there. Bypass. So yeah, I was eating, and it was probably about not even 5 minutes into it, and my stomach was turning. I was like, uh-oh. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I go to the bathroom and went, and I was just sick. Oh my gosh, it was so sick. And then, we were going to go shoot pool, then luckily he said he wanted to change his mind because I didn't want to tell him I wasn't feeling well because I felt stupid. So then we were going back home, and I'm like, I'm like, you got to pull over. He's like, am I driving and scaring you? I'm like, no, you just got to pull over. And I was sick on the side of the road. So I am thankful. I really am thankful for my tool, that it does make me sick. But in the same instance, I don't want to be sick because it takes forever. It feels like I have the flu afterwards, for a while, and my body is drained, and I just feel like crap, and everything hurts, and then, like I have it coming out of both ends. Sorry for the graphicness there, but yeah, I really, really get sick. So, the dumping issue it sucks, but again, that is why I chose gastric bypass, is for that, so it would be a reminder. You would think I'd be reminded by now, but sometimes, I think I'm invincible, and I just do it anyways. Um, so, you know, I am having to readjust again because, you know, when you're single and it's easy to continue what you're doing, and but then you bring somebody else into the mix and you just kind of get caught up. And he's like 6'3" in a beanpole. He can eat, eat, eat. I'm not. I never could eat, eat, eat. So sometimes trying to keep up, and I don't know why I'm trying to keep up with him, but then sometimes I feel like, you know, he'll be like, oh, if you're not going to eat. I'm like, no. I'm like, don't eat because I'm not eating. I'm like, I can't eat as much as you. You know, so it's just something we have to work on. He is really, really good, though, with the, you know, he, at first, you know, he asked a few questions, but he wasn't mean about it, and he wasn't, derogatory, and he is very, very supportive, and, you know, he does help me, and, you know, and he does make me feel pretty, and, you know, at least he doesn't say anything about the skin issues, because you know, and he knows how I feel about it, and he'll just, you know, whatever, but he is really, really sweet to me, and, you know, so it's really good, and it's nice to have somebody that's supportive. But in the same instance, I need to be more diligent and be like, you know, hey, you know, because I was having a time frame. I wasn't eating after a certain time, and I've started to. And I see the backlash on myself for that. You know, I've been picking up a few bad habits that I used to have that I'm doing again, and that kind of like, it bugs me. So I really am trying. I really do want to, you know, do better, and I want to get the few pounds off. And, you know, I did, you know, get to 136, and, you know, which is only 1 pound up from my new revised goal that I had. But, you know, eventually when the skin comes off, I do want to be in the 120 somewhere. And I know some people are like, oh my gosh, again, I'm only 5'2", I'm a small frame. It's not a bad weight on me. I've been there before, it looks okay. Anything lower, yeah, it starts to look a little scary. Some though, and then I kind of debate like where I'm at, because you can kind of see, let me see if I can see it here. You can see my face, and it's not too bad here, but sometimes it looks like it's really sucked in. You can see my collarbones. Let me see if I can show you. In between, sorry, I'm not really showing you a boob shot, but right here you can feel the bones and you can see it, and it kind of looks so really gross. And I have gotten a few comments as far as that I'm getting too skinny. Depending on what I'm doing, you can see my ribs, but it's not like anorexic ribs. I just think it's because people saw so much padding on me before, they're not used to seeing more of me. But I am becoming a little bit conscious of that look, because if I have where the skin's covered up, then I kind of look like maybe something's going on with me. So again, I've told you all before, I am kind of scared about the going back to where I was before, and my mind still sometimes goes there like, don't eat, you can't eat. If you don't eat, and it's like, and then I like want to punish myself if I do eat, and I know, oh gosh, I know that's such bad thinking, and I am trying to work through that. So yeah, I mean, I will probably the rest of my life have issues with food, you know, either not wanting to eat or eating too much. Food and me have a very unhealthy relationship, and I am trying to do better. This saying is true: if you have crap in your house, you're going to eat it, and I have found that to be true. Why I even brought it back in, I don't know. So again, I got to clean through my cupboards and, you know, have healthier choices in the house, so that if I need to, you know, eat or whatever, I'll be there. I did get another full-time sub position for a while, so I really think that may help, because when I was doing the teaching at the end of last year, or last school year, I had lost the weight, and it wasn't because I was starving myself. I was just so busy that I wasn't grazing like I see myself doing and so forth. So anyways, that's just kind of like the brief, the last, you know, month or so. You know, things are crazy as always. Like I said, if the only thing consistent in my life is change, but, you know, life is good. I am very, very thankful, that I am able to be so busy and be able to keep up with my life, because at one point, there's just no way. So, you know, I may say I'm busy and be a little stressed, but really I would much rather be where I am today than where I was 3 years ago. You know, and, you know, things are good. You know, as far as my mental health, some days are good, some days aren't. Again, I did have to go on some medication again, and it bugs me, but I'd rather, you know, take care of myself than have to wind up in the hospital or worse. So anyways, you all are lovely. You know, I love the support that I've gotten on the video that I did show the skin. I really haven't had a whole lot of backlash, which, you know, I mean, I'm not anticipating, I don't want anybody to be mean, don't get me wrong, but it is nice to have a lot of support. So you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.